Greetings and welcome to the 1/6 Scale Man Probably Business Collecting Lounge International. How you guys going? This is Sunday Funday. So glad to have you guys here. It's a nice sunny day outside. It's hot, humid. It's like 90 something degrees here. So the rest of my day will be spent figuring some things out. Actually, I have a video to record. I have the Ray Sand Speeder with Ray. I'll be outside recording today, so I'm happy about that because it's a nice sunny day and I can pull off some things. I'm happy about that. But again, I know what you are here to talk about. You're here to lounge around. Hope you got your drinks ready. I do. It's just some water that is. I have the crew here with me, and we are ready to dive into a lot of things. A lot. This conversation is going to be filled with some things. And now also that somebody made a very special prediction that came true, and I'm like, I got to give them their props. Because they said it was coming. They said it would be probably the first to drop, and they were right. So, yeah, anyway, we're going to basically dive in. But, let's bring in the panel. I will be addressing the chat here with you guys in just a few moments. But let me just bring my esteemed panel in here today. What's going on with everybody, man? How y'all doing?
Oh, good.
Very well. Very well.
That's good, man. That's so good, man. So glad to have you guys here. Shane, what's going on with you, bro? What's going on over there in your world? I see a couple of things that's going on up in your world. When I say a couple, I see that. I see a couple singles.
I see what you did there. I see what you did.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So, yeah, how you doing, man?
Yeah, basically, I got this in during the week.
Yeah.
And, I think there's been one occasion in my collecting life where I unboxed something and it was underwhelming, and that was... I've mentioned it multiple times before, the DX02, but usually when you open something up, there's always that, there's like, you look at the accessories, you're blown away by the head sculpture, I know, whatever it is, you're like, this is amazing. That never gets old for me. But certain figures are like, from the day that I pre-ordered, I'm like, oh, that one's going to be pretty nice unboxing. And it was like, again, I just put in a fairly basic pose because I had it in my head as soon as I ordered it. This is how initially I'm going to pose it on the shelf.
Yeah,
obviously going to change it around, but they look so well. They look so well together, and without the stands, it's still. I still think it looks nice and clean. I love the look. I love the way they're posed back to back. It's that moment in the Mandalorian, and I can't take my head off that head sculpt. I think it's actually going to start talking to me, man.
It's an amazing thing, right?
It's creepy good. Like,
yeah.
But I'm very impressed. I'm very happy with it. So yeah, all good.
And you did
apart
say
from that, just continuing to live stream and continuing the Visions show and putting up videos. So
definitely, man. So good to have you here. And you did say clean, so I will be clipping this video. Cam, what's going on with you today, bro? Yeah, I got you. I think I would. And you just supplied me with some. What's going on, man? How you doing, brother?
Good, man. Good.
Your mic sounds a little low. Is it coming through the computer or is it coming through?
Hold on. Hell no.
We want to hear those dulcet tones at the
Oh my god. Okay, how's it sound now?
There it is.
Okay.
Damn.
There you go. Because
I
was hoping to hear that
default
damn voice.
Damn.
But I was hearing you. You were sounding like this, man.
Oh man, that's terrible. That's terrible. And it probably because it was part of this, and we don't want that. Yeah, man. Yeah. Glad to be here, man. Glad to be here with you guys. Marvel's back. We about to jump back on top. So I'm excited, man. We go.
You shouldn't have said that, Cam. You really shouldn't have said
Here we go.
You definitely shouldn't have said
everybody
that today,
Cam.
We are going to talk about some, a thunderous reveal. So we will be talking about that in just a bit. My man Ben, what's going on with you, brother? How are you, man?
Thunderous reveal. That's what I call my farts. It took me about 4 days to emotionally recover from last week's show. So I was riding that high, and I possibly still am. I've had a good week, and today I've raised my mochi cases.
Wow!
Nice.
Wow!
So yeah, I mean, they could drop at any point because I'm using like an IKEA, those kind of block shelves or whatever. So but yeah, no, I'm feeling good. I'm happy to be with my 1/6 Scale brothers and sisters on a Sunday and ready to go.
Yes.
Do this.
Let's go. It's time to do it, man. We got Loco Lou out there in the chat, man. Loco, where you at, man? Like you out there in the chat, but you were supposed to be on the show, bro. What's going on, Loco?
That's why I wore this shirt, was to compete with Lou's.
I know,
shirt
man.
game.
Like, where's Lou? Where's Lou at, bro? Like, he was supposed to be on the show, man. Like, come on, brother. What's up with you, man? You got to basically get on. As a matter of fact, let me make sure. I'm just gonna bug him until he gets on here, man. Because come on, Lou, you know where you're supposed to be, bro. You know where you're supposed to be, man. Come on, man. Stop playing with me, Lou. Stop playing with me, bro. But anyway, man, yeah, it was again, we got some very interesting reveals, if I want to say so myself. Now, let me ask you a question. Who last week called it that somebody called it? I don't know who basically called it, but somebody called it that we were going to actually see Cad Bane released. Who called that? You called it, right?
This guy. I called it from a place of sheer optimism, to be quite honest. No knowledge-based calling going on here.
That's okay. You were feeling optimistic. It was a pretty optimistic, positive day, in fairness. Like so.
And then that dropped. Yeah. So happy days. Yeah. But I was not expecting the Todo situation. Like
you weren't. Because you kind of you threw it out there for fruition, man, and it happened, and I was like, wow. And I didn't get a chance to really talk to you about it, since it did drop. I was like, well, I would love to hear your thoughts on it. So today, really quickly going around here, because again, I just want to know what everybody thinks. I already know what one person thinks, and they made this mistake of saying that Marvel's back. So we're gonna plug that in a bit. But yeah, man, it's gonna be. I want to know your thoughts.
That's right.
You see, that's right. See that voice got.
That's right. I'm not making my voice deeper. Are you?
So yeah, Ben. We got Cad Bane with Todo, his droid, with him, and and the deluxe version. So we basically got the deluxe and the regular version. And very decent, man. Again, something we expect, and it is, so everybody out there, because like I said, this is a new body. In height, by scale, you can see it. It's a brand new body. But again, I love all the accessories and everything that actually comes with it. Definitely will have this piece. Not pre-ordering it yet, but I will have it. But Ben, yeah, man, how was your excitement level when you saw that, everything you said came into fruition?
I honestly don't think it gets any better for me in terms of reveals, because this is a character that is so close to my heart. It's a character I'm so passionate about, and it's a character that I've kind of fantasized about having merch for the moment I saw him in animated form. Of course, we've had our Black Series and Hasbro stuff along the way, but this is the premiere piece of merchandise for this character. And we're getting a lot more than maybe we deserve. 3 different swappable expressions. The the Todo accessory is, again, just a lovely touch from Hot Toys, where they're giving us something from a live action series or film, but then they're going, here's something from the extended kind of world, whether it be animated series or comics or whatever. So I think that's a really nice touch to include Todo. I'm going to go for this expression in the middle, because for me, like Cad's at his most kind of intimidating when he's calm, cool, collected, and I love this kind of simple expression in the middle. I almost don't even want to have him with his pistols in hand. I want to have him kind of hovering over his pouches there. And this is a real special piece.
It is.
So I'm really excited, and it's kind of been the closest that I've come since doing all this stuff with you guys, and it's like no dopo, but then this is the closest that I've come to actually going, man, should I pre-order this? Because am I going to miss out if I don't? That anxiety is fully there, because I do not want to miss out on this. I want him to be part of my collection. What's so good as well is that he can fit into so many different like eras within Star Wars. You know, you can have that Bad Batch collection and scene. You can have him face off against Fennec Shand. You can have him being trained by Jango Fett. You can have him, you know, I'm hopefully going to have him up here and kind of go for that post Return of the Jedi era, which, you know, he was still active around then. So that's probably where I'm going to go with it. I'd love like characters like if they did Aura Singh down the line and things, and we could have, you know, that kind of Clone Wars era bounty hunter group. But yeah, so I like it. I like it a lot.
Yeah, definitely, man. And it just, I know it felt like Christmas time to you when you saw it. But yeah, so good, man. It's so good. Before we actually move on, and I torture Cam a little bit. We got your boy Lou in the building. Lou's coming through. You know, he decided to come through. So everybody, welcome Loco Lou in the building. Lou all day, every day. We got Carlos. Hold up, Lou. You know who we got out there, Carl. Marvel's back on top, baby.
Let's go. Let's go.
Carlos, man.
Let's go.
Yo, you gotta love Carlos, bro. You gotta love Carlos.
Oh, he got both of them in the back.
Yo, that's funny. He got him up in the back. Here we go. Okay, so it'll be a barrage. We already know that's gonna happen. Really quick before I move on, I forgot that this is the most important part of the show, man. Really quick is the address the chat. We got Empire Strikes Again, Windman 42, Freezy Figures. Carlos is in the building. Commander Green, H Green's in the building. Tully, William Owens, AJ Agrusa. We got Charlie the Unicorn. Shiny is actually in the building. My guy, Shiny. DT Artman, Maniac Collects. We got Pure Stewardge in the building. We got S Beam, Loco Lou out there. Tyree is out there in the building. Who else we got? We got Jonathan King, of course. We got the Six Scale Gallery in the building. My man, Six Scale Gallery is out there, bro. We got to get you back on the show, man. Come on, man. You got to stop hiding. We need to get you back out here in the show, bro. We got Fat Batman Collectors Nightmare. Thank you for basically being here. Fat Batman, I must say, I got that. Listen, I'm going to say this really quick because the man who basically, enabled me to get this was not wrong. That fucking DX19 is possibly one of the greatest figures I have ever seen in hand. Oh my God. When I took that shit out the box, I damn near lost my mind. It's just how it looks aesthetically is fucking bananas. And I'll just leave it there. We got Dragon Jedi in the building. We got
stop talking dirty, man.
We got Philly Billy in the building. Yo, it is. I can't help it. That piece is incredible. Universal Keys. Let's see who else we got. Triple G Comics in the building. Ryan Smith is out there. Thank you for being here, man. Let me see here. Ren's Talentino, the very talented Ren Talentino is actually here. We got Roger Game NL. He's in a building, New Zealand. No, NL. He just NL. Why did I say New Zealand? I'm stupid. I'm tired. We got, let me see here. William Owens. Yeah. So we've gotten everybody in here. Thank you so much for being here today. We got a super chat by Carlos. Marvel. Carlos, man, you son of a bitch.
Yes.
But yeah, man, Loco, thank you.
Can't we love them both equally?
Yeah, can't we love them? We have to love them both. We definitely got to love them both. It's just that we got some people that loves one more on this panel that love one a bit more. I get that.
It's like,
but Loco, man, what's going on, brother? How you doing this morning, man?
What's poppin', people? I woke up, I looked at my phone, I'm like, Collector Lounge.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Link?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Let me just say it in the chat and see if I catch another nap and just Loco's supposed to be okay. Link?
Yeah.
Link?
Yeah, we definitely got to get Loco in here, man. But Loco, before we get your thoughts on this. Hey Cam.
Yeah. Let's do this.
This is Star Wars, bro.
Let's do this.
It's Cam.
It looks good, man.
Cam, it looks good, right? Cam, I think you need to get this Cad Bane. I actually have another one of my brothers that's going to come through here really quick, and he's going to help me enable.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of evil. He helps me even it out. He's a master enabler himself. So whenever I can't do these things on my own, I have another one of my brothers that's going to actually come through here. And
No,
That's
he's going to come through
You're
there.
done for. You're done for.
He's going to help me enable your ass. We got Brendan Butt Naked Riley in the building. What's going on with you, brother? I'm so glad you're on here so you can help me enable some of these motherfuckers. Go ahead and talk your shit.
Well, I will help enable while I eat my lunch because I'm fucking starving and I get stuck in traffic. So I'm eating my food while I'm on here, and I don't give a shit. What am I enabling him on?
Well, we were talking about the Cad Bane, and because first off, when we started the show, Cam was like, "Marvel's back, baby! Marvel's back!" And I was like, "You should have never said that."
No. Now, see, that's just wrong because Marvel never went anywhere. Okay, Marvel is still always present. Okay, let's acknowledge that.
Yeah,
but dude, Cad Bane, man, is such a badass character. That visual style, that blue face is gonna pop so much.
Yep.
If you're a fan of like westerns, like back in the day, come on, man, this character is so damn cool. And when we get Cobb Vanth, that you got the three of them. You got a Mexican standoff. You've got Cad Bane, you've got Boba Fett, and you've got Cobb Vanth. Man, you can't pass that up. That's just nonsensical.
Give me three of them. That's it. Well, I tried.
Try
to hold out.
You know what? To be perfectly honest, though, I know like people talking about it being a rabbit hole, but if you get those three figures, that's a display right there. You don't need anything else.
There you go.
Facts.
Yeah. It's not like you're sucked down into like now I got to get everything in the line.
I know.
You get those three figures, you have a badass display. You don't need any other figure.
There you go.
Big facts.
There you
there
go.
it is.
See?
Wait.
See you on the other side, Cam.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
All right.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't Cam say that when Cad Bane comes out, he will get a Cad Bane?
Yeah, he did say that.
Didn't he say that? Okay.
He did say that. I think he did. Yeah, he did say that. So, thank you very much, Cam.
Loco's been taking notes, man.
Yeah, Cam. You kind of put your foot in there.
Damn! Come on!
Holy hell!
you did put your foot in that. Hold on, we got a $9 super chat by Carlos. Cad Bane is 10 out of 10, a must-have. But Marvel. Carlos, man, he's crazy. Definitely crazy. But yeah, man. But Cam, you will have that. I want to, Shane, I didn't really hear you talk about it yet, bro. I didn't hear you really go into this figure yet, man. What you think about this piece, bro?
Cam, block your ears because your apostrophe is the least of your troubles. If you listen to what I'm saying, you might just change your name to Cad's Collection.
Oh my
nice.
God. No. Look, I not enabling anyone. I tend to put up videos and give my opinions of what I think, and that's basically it. Where do I even start with this? This show, as I stated last week, overall was a miss for me. But episode 5 and 6 were two of the finest pieces of Star Wars media I've ever seen. Loved I just loved everything about episode 5 and 6. But I have to say, in two very good episodes, the best thing about him was this scene between him and Cobb Vanth. It made the hairs on the back of my neck stand up. I've seen him in Clone Wars, but this was something. I haven't finished Clone Wars, obviously, but I've got as far as he's coming in. But this guy, the voice, the teeth, the intimidation, the kind of, there's so much tension in the scene as well. And Timothy Oliphant did a great job. Right, from head to toe, you have 3 swappable faceplates. So I know it's not sculpts, but you don't really need the sculpts. A lot of people are saying, like Ben was saying, the stoic look was the best because it reminds him a bit more of Clone Wars. Whereas maybe because I'm buying this based on his appearance in Book of Boba Fett, I actually like when he shows a little bit of teeth. Scary stuff. The hat, I know the hat's supposed to be bigger from Clone Wars, but again, in Book of Boba Fett, it wasn't that massive hat like he has in Clone Wars, but I'm sure you get a custom if you want. I love the look of the face. I love the eyes, the teeth, the hat, the breathing apparatuses. Figures with long trench coats, whether it's Neo or the Nightmare Batman, just work. I really like the belt strap he has, the 2 double holster, the gauntlets. that just screams like I've killed a Mandalorian for these gauntlets. They're very like something you'd see on Boba Fett. They're very like something. I think are they kind of similar to the Mandalorian Ahsoka Tano? Does she have some kind of gauntlets as well? I think she does. Maybe I'm blanking on that, but they are very much like I got that Boba Roba 2-pack in, and the gauntlets, they're kind of like a wine color on the Boba Fett, but they're very, very similar. Yeah, I have to say, like, this was again, the dopo days are kind of gone for a lot of people. I know they're more or less. I never really dopoed, very rarely. I still reserve the right, and I won't be judged on it. Like, but no, this is. I'm gonna get this. It's just a question of when. I might wait and 3 or 4 months out, stick it on a payment plan. I think this is just deadly looking, just really, really cool. Yeah, to the point where it's making me want to get that other Boba Fett, and I don't need another Boba Fett. I have the representations I want. I love battle damage. I have the Boba Roba 2-pack. His return. He got the armor back, and he annihilated a battalion of stormtroopers. I have the Empire Strikes Back. I don't need another one. But just the fact that they pair so well together. Yeah. Maybe I'll wait and see if Cad Bane comes out, because I'm buying this on the strength of that, Wild West space cowboy shootout scene. Yeah. So if there's a Cad Bane in the picture, I'd be like, okay, I don't need another Boba. Although this does look well, I could get the Cad Bane, because I don't know, can I justify buying Boba Fett when he wasn't the badass we really wanted in the show? Yeah. I really like this.
I think, and I really think we're going to get that Cad Bane. I think we are. I really think we're going to get Cad Bane. I really, there's no doubt in my mind, because they know that people want it. Pretty much, anything from the Book of Boba is going to fly off the shelf, regardless of how you like it or didn't like it. It's going to fly. And again, to create that iconic scene, I mean, that was pretty much, there are scenes in Star Wars that become iconic. That scene between him and Cad Bane, that was iconic. Seeing him walking through the desert, you know how many people want to recreate that scene, bro? How many people?
It makes me want to clear out like a whole shelf of emoji case and literally just have Cad one end, Cobb the other end.
Yeah. That's clean. That's clean.
That's
definitely. It is.
When he puts the sand in it, it won't be.
Yeah, it's definitely super clean. Loco, I know you're already getting this piece, bro.
Oh, I'm getting two.
There you go.
I have a reason. Here's the thing. In Star Wars, we've been getting plenty of Jedi, a few Sith, and a buttload of troopers. Yeah. It's rare when we get an alien. Yeah. Aliens are the grails, in my opinion, for Star Wars. And you're going to need this unique figure. He is unique. He is standout. He works for both your Clone Wars and your Book of Boba Fett. Yep. You shove him anywhere. He even works for Bad Batch. Yeah. Because he has the look. Granted, the brim of the hat is not wide enough, but I leave that to artistic expression due to the way the animation style is. But I'm happy either way, the way it is right now, and I'm gonna have two. I have one in the chamber and one, later. One for later. And you gotta go deluxe. It's mind-boggling that they gave us 2 SKUs, but gotta go with deluxe.
But you know what? The beauty of it is, even still, which we're going to talk about here in a few. I know me and Cam covered this on Friday, but you're talking about $270 for the regular version, $290 for the deluxe. Only a $20 difference in between. Still under. Now, here's the thing: is we know what taxes, shipping, that's going to put it over that $300 mark. But still, the way it looks right now, you're still in a safe position, and especially with this being a deluxe, the amount of accessories that you actually get with this figure, you know what I mean? Like, it's I think this is insane. And Brendan, we talked about this, plenty of times, man. Like, plenty. Now, number one, the price of admission for this particular for real is the head sculpts. Having the different swappable heads, three face plates, bro. Like that's to me. I mean, have we? I know I'm not. This is is this the first time something? Well, It's not the first time, but I'm talking about.
We got it with like Batfleck, with like face.
Yeah,
full face. I think it's the first time.
For a full face, it's the first time that it swaps out like that. Which I hope they, if they ever have to do something like this, they continue on, with certain figures, they can do something to pull that off because that's incredible. But
I mean, that could be the way they go in the future to try and keep costs down instead of doing so that way they can give you multiple sculpts but not have to do full on heads for every single one.
Yeah,
it's just one head per figure and then just swap out the faceplate. If they can figure out a way to do that on more figures, without doing seam lines, so it'd have to be on a character like this that has like a kind of half mask, half helmet thing on the back of the head. But I mean, I'm definitely getting one, but I might be in the same camp as Lou. I might be getting two of this.
Yeah. See, the thing is,
two, baby.
Yeah, I think that I'm gonna get two mainly because I want one. I'm actually because I'm getting two of the I'm actually getting the Bad Batch figures, so I do want this to kind of represent for that, and then the other one, of course, for Boba. But I mean, it's definitely it does give me more hope that we will get Cad Bane.
Yeah, and don't get it twisted. I mean, they'll probably make a lot of this figure, but when, and I say when because not if, when it sells out, depends on how long, depends on how many they make, but this will be an expensive aftermarket purchase once he's gone.
Yeah.
Especially because I mean, we don't know if we're going to see Cobb Vanth again in live action. If we do, I doubt his outfit is going to change that much. So do we get another one of him from, maybe they do, maybe Sideshow does an animated version at some point.
Yeah.
I don't know, but this is going to be one of those things that if somebody really wants it, get it, because you're going to kick yourself later for not getting it.
Yeah, definitely, man. And I love this picture. I love let me see if I can find it here. I think it was on the regular version. It was a scene that I saw, a picture that I saw. Let me see here. Hold on. This right here. I fucking love this picture, bro. This picture right here. And I'm just looking at it this way because imagine if it wasn't Boba in front of him and it was Cad Bane. You know what I mean? Like that would be incredible because that's the way I would want to feature it or have it is between him and Cad Bane. Because I think it's and basically there's a height difference. There's a major height difference between Timothy Oliphant and Tamora Morrison because he's taller. You know what I mean as well. So that would look very, very good. And of course, we know if you saw the Book of Boba and you saw the end of Book of Boba, you know that Cad Bane survived. He's just probably gonna get modded. Spoiler alert. But very, very. I can't wait. Definitely can't wait to get that figure, bro. Before we jump into the main event here, though, I want to kind of pull up again. I mean, Shane, you talked about the this version, this Boba Fett right here, and again, it was mixed. It was met with like a lot of mixed conversations of whether or not people are going to get this version or the throne version. You know what I mean? And I'm definitely gonna get that throne version because I like aesthetically how it looks. This looks great though. This does look good as well. And I know we had pretty much this conversation about it during the week. But Shane, you said that you're thinking about possibly getting this one right here.
I honestly, when it all comes down to it, I don't think I will.
You don't think you will?
No, like I mean, it's easy to pick up an Empire Strikes Back Boba because it's Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah,
it was an easy one to pick up these two because that scene, how they set it up, it's a 2-pack battle damage. Like it was like tailor made for me.
Yeah.
But after that, like I'm kind of set. Like, and I'm passing on the quarter scale Boba, even though I would like a quarter scale Star Wars representation because I wanted one quarter scale DC, one quarter scale Marvel, one quarter scale Star Wars. So I'm passing up the quarter scale Boba. The throne, I really like the idea of it.
Yeah.
And just, you know, like a lot of people will get, and they'll have that throne Boba on the throne with Fennec Shan. But that was because I was sold on that from that one scene in Mandalorian, and we didn't really get the badass Boba that I suppose people, maybe our expectations are too high or whatever. Yeah. So I've decided, okay, I'm going to pass on the throne Boba, and therefore I don't have to get the Fennec to go with it.
Yeah.
So put my funds somewhere else. And then with this, I just do think that Cad Bane needs something to be paired with. Mm-hmm. But again, it comes back to the source material. Episode 5 and 6 were fantastic, and it would make more sense, even though I'm not a major Cobb Vanth fan, to get the Cobb Vanth and the Cad to pair together, because then I don't have to get another Boba, and I have an additional character in the collection, Cobb Vanth. You know what I mean? Yeah, I think it makes more sense for me to just pass on this and wait and see if they do a Cobb Vanth, see what it's like, and then make my decision from there. But look, even if it's just Cad Bane on its own, I'll just pose him. He gets his own detail. It's just a real striking looking character. And Loco has a fantastic point. Yeah. Now, where are the aliens? I started drifting off there going, where are the aliens? Ahsoka, Quill. I know that they've made some in the past, but recently, what drops have there been recently that were Star Wars non-human?
Yeah. Where's Kid Fisto, damn it?
There you go. There you go.
Where's Kid Fisto?
Anyway, so that's what I'm thinking about doing. I still think this looks great, but lots of things look great. And then you're broke. You know what I mean? It's that simple. Yeah. Lots of things are shiny and pretty, and then you're broke.
Shiny.
Go on.
This is true.
I think it's to double down on that. For me, I have to like the character, the source material, and that version of the character. And the source material is holding this one back. And plus, I have 2 Bobas already.
Yeah, definitely, man. Ben, is this something that you're going to get or pass on? You have other plans for Cad Bane, or how you're going to actually pose him up? You know, which are you leaning towards, Boba, or you're looking more towards the Bad Batch or Clone Wars? Like, what are you leaning more towards?
I think if I'm going to get a Boba, it will be this one, because of how my kind of curation of my Star Wars collection is going post Return of the Jedi era. So this is the Boba to have. But if I ever came across like an Empire Strikes Back Boba, that's kind of the look that, you know, we all want and we want represented in our collection. So I don't know, but I do like, and you know, as many criticisms as people have for this series, you know, I think they did an incredible job redesigning someone that looks so iconic, but you know, making a new iconic look, and you know, I think the black just works so well with that kind of mustard and wine color and the green and stuff, and I just really am in love with this design. I think he looks fantastic. So I've not decided yet. Cad's my priority, and I think like I'd be in trouble pre-ordering 2 that got announced at the same time, because if they dropped at the same time, then so I think my priority and my focus will be Cad. But if I'm in the situation where I can pick up this one, you know, shortly after, then I will try.
See, that's the thing, is like I have the you know, the throne is where I'm leaning towards. That's why I'm not really going to pick this one up. For me, it's not really necessarily needed, because I can still accomplish everything that I want. I still have, you know, with the throne version, you know, and I have, you know, the gappy stick, so still good. I can, you know, kind of, you know, futz around with that and make it work. I don't really necessarily need to have this version, but still, I mean, it looks great. It definitely looks great, but not something that I know myself I necessarily need. But with that being said, though, Cam, you think this is a Boba Fett that you might get, bro? I mean, I know
I don't know, man. I don't know, man. It's so many damn Bobas out there, you know? So it's like, I kind of got choices at this point, you know? But seeing as that this is the last version, or well, the most recent version of Boba that we've seen. I feel like this one for me is more popular.
Cam,
I don't know, man. Maybe I should just get him because he survived in a sandworm for 5 years. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Just off of strength of that, it's like, you know what? He deserves to be in someone's collection.
Cam.
I'm excited for you guys though.
Yeah, Cam. I know you.
Best answer. That's the best.
It's the best answer you can give, Cam.
Cam Star Wars collections.
I feel you, Cam. Butt naked. I'm just gonna call you Country Butt Naked from now on, bro. How you doing, man?
No, you can read. Call me by my real name.
I'm gonna call you. No, I'm not calling you that. What you? I'm not calling you that shit. Hell no, I'm not calling you that. But nah, is this a pass for you, or is this one of the situations where it's just like a wait and see type of situation?
I'm in the wait and see camp right now. Just because. So. I haven't pre-ordered the Throne version, and if I were to pick that up, to be honest, if I would probably lean toward just getting the standard and not getting the deluxe with the Throne. And I just don't want to commit that much space to it. I have over 200 figures. The real estate. I just don't want to. I don't want to devote it to
and
that.
You don't necessarily need it though.
No, I don't think you do. My issue though is that I like this one more than the one that comes with or without the Throne that'll be coming sooner from Mando season 2, that final scene, because that one is very clean, and I like this one's a little bit more dinged up, and it's got more character, more texture. My favorite Boba Fett is what people call the bird shit Boba, like the battle damaged one from the 2-pack. The texture, the grit on that, it's just so great. I absolutely love it.
And you did say clean. You said clean.
You said clean and battle damage. They're my two ironically favorite phrases in the English language.
Yeah. So with those 2 6 scales, I lean more toward this one, but this is the quarter scale suit too, and I'm getting the quarter scale suit. So that makes me kind of pause, and it's like, do I really need to get one of these in 6 scale if I'm going to have the quarter scale that is this figure essentially? So
and the quarter scale is the dominant of 2.
Yeah, I mean, the quarter scale is definitely good, and that'll look great next to, my quarter scale Mando. So 100% that I'm getting. It's just that makes me then wonder, do I need to get one of the 6 scales? Because if I did, I would lean toward this one. Even though it doesn't come with a head sculpt, I don't care, because I'm never going to display Boba Fett without the helmet. Like the robed version, sure, because he doesn't have the armor. That head sculpt is great, cool. But if I have an armored Boba Fett, he's always going to be displayed with the helmet. I don't care about the head sculpt. So, right now it's just a wait and see and kind of see how I feel. Hopefully the quarter scale actually comes out before this one, because quarter scales, notoriously get delayed and take forever. But I'll get that in hand, and then I'll make a judgment call on this one. But I think that means I will probably skip the clean painted version from Mando season 2 that should be coming out soon.
Yeah, definitely, man. I feel you on that. Again, my choice between the 2 right now is the Mandalorian version. You know what I mean? Because I always talk about, I like how it looks aesthetically, where it has the sacred Tusken Raider, the Tusken Warrior garb under the armor. I just love the way that
I do like that. Yeah, because I love that with the battle damaged one too. I like that more than the undergarments on this one. But it's an embarrassment of riches. We've got so many options for Boba Fett. There's at least one for every collector.
Yeah, definitely, man. Definitely. Lo, what you think, man?
I haven't bought any of the Boba Fetts yet. Still trying to decide which one I want represented on my shelf, because remember, I'm collecting specific moments in Star Wars that matter to me. Because if I was to collect Star Wars hardcore, something gotta give, and I ain't giving up Marvel, and I ain't giving up Turtles. So you already know, baby, when it comes to Star Wars, it has to be like the creme de la creme of what's in my imagination that is going to be represented on my shelf. The Boba Fett and Cad Bane scene, dope. could have been a little bit crisp for my taste, but still, with this specific figure, it leaves you wanting for some reason, because I think we've been spoiled from the 2-pack and the throne. With the throne, you get the beautiful head sculpt, you get a nice clean armor, and it's a statement piece itself.
Yeah.
Same thing with the 2-pack. It's a statement piece itself. Plus, you get the Tuscan Boba Fett, who is a figure you're never gonna see again.
Yeah.
Ever. Unless, they do another, Batman v Superman 2-pack again, but this is already in a 2-pack, so it would make no sense to give us, the figure again. We already saw his backstory. We already know.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'm still on the fence with this. For me personally, I would rather get me the sideshow Clint Eastwood and just put him next to Cad Bane and just have that kind of standoff versus this Boba Fett.
That's a nice
Lou,
little match.
if I were you, I would consider the 2-pack, for the simple fact that you're not going to, one, if you want those, unless somebody splits it up and sells it on the aftermarket, you can't get those outside of that 2-pack. And those figures are so damn good. But we're not going to get those again, right? Like we'll get another Boba Fett from the next season that they do, the next appearance that he makes.
He'll appear like this, I reckon, again.
Yeah, it's going to be minor variations on what we're already getting, but nothing is going to come close to the style that you get in that 2-pack. And that 2-pack is actually, I don't say it often, but that is actually a good investment too, because you get it, enjoy it. And then if you decide that you want to get something else, a different iteration of the character, you will, because once that sells out, that is going to be very hard. You will be able to flip that 2-pack either together or split them up and sell them individually. And you can definitely fund the next Boba Fett purchase that you want to make. So if you're not loving this one or like the clean painted one from the end of Mando, I would go with the 2-pack and look at it as enjoy it while you have it, and then an investment if something comes out better that you want to fund.
Oh, I'm definitely getting the 2-pack, brother. Don't get me wrong. I haven't gotten anything yet. And that's just because, Star Wars is creeping into the collection as I'm setting up my display. And Marvel's is just getting flooded in because it's what I had, on order. Yeah. But when it comes to like the Book of Boba Fett stuff, like, all right, we this is the introduction to Book of Boba Fett was the end credit scene of Mando, and that's when you see him in the throne. Then you got this Boba Fett, which is what you see at the end of the show. So it's like, if you really look at it, you can't go wrong with either the throne look or the 2-pack. It's just that the 2-pack has that battle damage, really worn look on his face. He's been in the sun. He should be burnt to a crisp, but he's pasty for some reason. And then you got the cleaner version that you see on the throne. That head sculpt should have came with this one, in my opinion. And it is what it is. It's not a bad figure. My boy OG fan will say, must collect all Boba Fetts. It does not matter. He's the best bounty hunter in the galaxy. Blah 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 blah. The slogan. This right here. If you don't want all the extra chop skis, this is a good Boba Fett to get in any regards. But I'm still teetering from side to side. What do I want? How much display do I have? And what do I want to do when I do get it in hand and just go crazy? Just go ham with it.
Yeah. And props to you. That is a highly underrated and underused Mark IV spider armor there. That figure is legit. And it's the closest thing that you can get right now to the suit that we saw at the end of No Way Home.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is. But yeah, see,
dude, that is my favorite Boba. I love the Tuscan, like you mentioned, Lael, the robes underneath, and then even like the white of the on the torso underneath it. I like it more like that than on the other ones because I think it gives good color contrast between the green of the armor and then like the kind of like off-white of the torso and then the black of the robes on the legs. That is my favorite Boba Fett by far. I like the robed one, but that, the bird shit version, That is my favorite Boba Fett, bar none.
So yeah, it's gonna be interesting, Lou. There's a lot of choices, but I think you'll actually figure that out, bro.
Yeah, this is coming home with me. It's just for Book of Boba Fett. That's the only one.
So there was another piece or a reveal. Let's say we got
Cable.
6L reviews in the building. Thank you for being here, my guy. Definitely got to get you on an international lounge one of these days, my man. Whether I think that's Cheating Av Dan. That's Cad reviews. Cheating Ass Dan. Come on, man. Anyway, so this is for Cam, because I know Cam, was excited about this piece, that dropped. Again, this is the reveal of the Thor 1/6 scale collectible figure. We got this reveal the other day, Friday morning, that is. And we got the deluxe version and we have the regular version. Now, this is basically the deluxe version of this figure. Now, looking at this version of Thor, and I think JC Hong, he actually addressed this also. We look at, I wanted to start with the head sculpt at first, because I know a lot of people were comparing this version to Ragnarok, and also the Thor: The Dark World, as far as the head sculpt was concerned. But he said that this isn't the final phase. This is not the final head sculpt, that it will be some changes. So we know it's not going to be the final rendition, but I know that there were some similarities there. A lot of people were comparing. But just the simple fact that we're getting this figure, and on top of that, it looks like the articulation is 10 times better. We get that split. Finally, they give us that split boot cut that we've been asking for the longest time. It looks pretty good. It looks good. I'm not a fan of all the gold, but it is the ultimate Thor. The helmet is still, I don't know. But it still looks good. But Cam, I know this is something that you're getting, right?
Lael, just before Cam starts, because he's just getting ready to unwind there. Yeah. So in conclusion, you're not going to get Cad Bane, correct?
Who?
Cam. You're muted, mate.
Cam, you're muted.
I didn't say that. I didn't say I wasn't getting it.
Okay. Taking the fifth.
I didn't say I wasn't getting it. I just had a little time to think about it. But I've already been looking through it, and then I talked to my wife. And I was like, "You like this? You think this is cool?" She's like, "Oh, it's cool." She has no idea who the person is, but I'm like, "There you go, set it in stone. Just go ahead."
There it is.
I admire his willpower. I admire his willpower.
It's hard. It's hard, man.
Because in fairness, I set you straight with those two shiny clone exclusives.
Yeah, man. Well, the worst part is I've been watching Clone Wars, and Cad Bane just jumped into it. So now I'm like, damn. I'm like, look at his ass. Here he is now. So now I'm like, shit.
Stop watching Clone Wars.
I gotta turn this shit off. No, I'm gonna finish it through. But I'll probably end up with a lot more figures than I wanted to after I finish it. I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, Thor, man. Super excited. I've heard nothing but good things about the movie so far. I'm not 100% on board with the gold as well, like Leo said. The gold I feel like is a bit much, but I feel like for this option, I don't think any version other than the deluxe version is something that I would want. The articulation is way better. I'm super excited about the articulated cape as well. I think this is the first version of Thor that we actually got that, as far as I know. But yeah, I'm super excited about it, man, and I'm excited to see what other figures are going to come out of this movie in line, honestly. But going back to it being like the ultimate Thor, I feel like, all the movies, if this is going to be his last movie, all the iterations, like we said before, Lil, earlier this week, they all give like a nod or like a homage to like the original comic. Yeah. And I don't know if this is like, the last version that we're going to see, because I feel like it's missing something, I couldn't tell you what it is, but I guess we got to see once we watch the movie, and then we'll figure out, whether there'll be another Thor after this. So yeah, I'm excited though.
Yeah. Then it is supposed to be a separate accessory that comes with this piece. That is with this one and the regular version. So it's definitely going to be interesting to see how that portion of it pans out. Is this what you're going to get though? Are you going to get, because I know that you being a Marvel,
I'm gonna get it. The only hard part I think also is, and the hard part about not getting Star Wars is that the prices are just so good, man. Like the Star Wars prices compared to Marvel prices, when I look at it and I'm like, oh man,
mouse tax.
I honestly, and what we're paying for, like we said earlier this week, Leo, is we're paying for Chris Hemsworth's face, basically at the end of the day. That's why it's probably boosted up so high, but also the storyline that comes along with Marvel as well. So the Cad Bane is what, $290, and this is what, like $345, I think, or
$345,
$345, so it's like that part kind of sucks. So, and they're both deluxe, which is crazy. So
the deluxe is $345, the regular is $305.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So we said basically with tax and shipping on this piece, you're going to be looking at about $389.
Right.
On it, which we'll get there. Because we're going to talk about, because that's going to be a price. I mean, a discussion in its own is price. And I don't want to kind of dive into it too much, but it is a discussion, and this is what we're actually here to have. Shane, is this something that you think you'll have in your collection, or is it something that again, being very selective, you don't know if this is the ultimate Thor for you, or if you even feel as though you need to complete or go down this rabbit hole?
I like it. I gotta say, I do like it, and I think it's the best version I've seen so far. I don't currently have a Thor in my collection.
Gotcha.
It's not a character I absolutely 100% need. I like to get the best versions of key characters, in my opinion. So Batman DX19, in my opinion. Iron Man, maybe, I don't know, Battle Damage Mark 85 or Mark 6. Endgame Cap. I resisted the urge to get the Bro Thor, even though it would make sense to have the 85 Endgame Cap and Bro Thor, for numerous different reasons, which I just won't go into. But this looks more like Thor, the kind of a more classic look. I know that the suit is. I know that I really like the gold. I love the contrast between the red, the gold, and the blue. I think the head sculpt's around an 8. I don't think they've nailed it. I think a little bit of tweaking needs to be done. It gives me kind of same what I said about Moff Gideon. It was solid as around an 8, but I thought there was a little bit missing. But again, this isn't the final version, or just a prototype. I really like the gold. I think it's so different to anything that's in my collection. And I think that if I don't have a Thor, this might be the one to go for. I mean, like the body proportions, I like the way they've given the seamless arms. Where were they for a Peacemaker? I like the way they have the options to have the swap out golden arms. I think the head sculpt is good. I just think maybe it could be a little bit better to be really, really good, like to be excellent. I like the inclusion of the mask. Electrical effects, feel about them. I'll never use them. I like the way that the hatchet, the axe is a true scale. It's like it's actually Stormbreaker. It's nice and it's the right size, because I think it was undersized in previous releases.
It was.
Wired cape. What would set this off for me, basically, if I go to see that film and I walk out and go, that was amazing, I loved it, then I'll just be waiting to see if they're going to do a Mighty Thor with Natalie Portman, and the two of these together in a detail shot will look fantastic. So, in conclusion, I'm not ruling this one out. I'm going to wait and see. I do like it.
Gotcha.
But it's not going to come out in 2024, so there's no reason. I wouldn't even entertain the thought of pre-ordering this or sticking it on a payment plan. This would be I'm going to wait. And you know what I said about the head sculpt is very important. With this one, I'm just going to wait until it actually releases to see what the final product looks like. And then if I like it, I'll go for it. That's just what makes sense for me to do.
It makes a lot of sense at that point. Ben, is this something that you're going to see in your collection?
No. Like I think the figure looks fantastic. I think it's just as good a figure as you're going to get in that Marvel range. But I've never liked this design of armor. It looks to be heavily kind of influenced by issue 378, I think it is, the whole battle armor thing, Walt Simonson and stuff. I can't remember, but it looks to be based on that design, and I never liked that. Even in the comics, you know, so I'm not going to like it in live action. I'd much prefer that look that we've seen shots of in the trailer, the Jason Aaron run, you know, with the kind of Game of Thrones style, you know, sort of fur on the back.
With the fur in the back, Which was the armor, that Jason Aaron run was that armor that we actually got right after the siege. So definitely. And that's
also,
my favorite one anyway.
Hot Toys do rub me up the wrong way sometimes with their kind of choice of what they drop first from films. Like, this was their opportunity to give us the Jane Foster first, and to start to change that culture a little bit, you know. And like it's very frustrating that I'm sat here talking about this figure, you know, in front of the Jane Foster figure. So hopefully, sooner rather than later, we're going to get her, because that then is a figure that I'm very interested in. Similar to Shane, like, I don't think the head sculpt is perfect. It's incredible, but I don't think it's quite perfect. And I can't really put my finger on what it is, but there's just something not Chris Hemsworthing me about it. I don't know. That's a new
word for the dictionary.
I like how you said that. That's a new word you're doing. I like how Spice it up forgot. You said Chris
Hemsworth. But in fairness, though,
Urban Dictionary.
In fairness, like Chris Hemsworth, he's one of those. He's a very handsome man. It's very difficult, I think, to capture a person's likeness like that in the same way that if they ever do a Zoe Kravitz, that would be difficult. And Natalie Portman, it'd be very difficult to capture their beauty in one
and me
scale.
As well, Shane, if they were ever
100%. You are a dopo if ever I saw a dopo. But you know, like, it's again, I definitely waiting to see the film. How you feel about the film? That's what I'm going to do, and I'm going to wait. And
gotcha.
But the 345, it's they're getting up there. They're the die-cast Iron Man prices nearly like. I think the Mark 46, Mark 47 on Sideshow was $374 before it sold out. It's $345.
You know me as well, Leo. Like, I definitely sway more towards the quirky characters. You know, like, I want a third party to give us a Korg and to give us a Meek in a business dress. Those are the two figures I want from this film.
I'm definitely not jumping on any of these figures yet until once I see a Valkyrie, then yes, I'll go back. I'll possibly entertain the thought of getting this version of Thor. But I'm not even getting Jane Foster before. If I don't see a Valkyrie, I'm just
That's
you
fair.
know
That's
you know
fair.
what I mean, because they need to come on, man, pull that trigger. And I think that they will. I think they've heard enough of our cries, and also we have a third party company that's already pushing those buttons, so we'll definitely see.
120 in the chat.
120 people
sorry
out there in the
for
chat.
cutting across you. 120, that's loads.
Hit that like button. Come on, 120 in the chat. Hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already, man. Definitely make sure you do. Brendan, bro, like didn't really get your thoughts on this yet, man. But what you think? Is this something that you're going to see? Because I know, like I said, we're okay, so we're both there when it comes to Thor. You're a little bit more than me. And here's, before you even jump in, one thing that I want to say that pisses me off about this, right? And I'm gonna show you real quick, because I think Can we talk about this?
It's better to be pissed off than pissed on.
what pisses me off about this is that there was a couple of photos where, if you look at it, they have like this diorama. They have like this diorama looking base in the back that I would have loved to see with this figure. Like, you see that back there, like but yet you get that stupid ass. You still get that stupid ass hexagon base. I cannot stand that with the flight stand. I hate it, and I don't know why they just don't. Come on, man. But anyway,
should have given us the sand base.
Just give us something, man.
Should have given us Tooth Gnasher and Tooth Grinder, the goats.
The goats.
That would be. I bet you there will be a third party one though. I bet you.
Probably.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah. Are you gonna get this piece, bro?
All right, strap in. Here we go. There's a lot about this figure, the seemingly simple figure. One, yes, I am gonna get it. I am not gonna pre-order it. I will 100%. I'm gonna get it. I will pre-order. I'm not really pre-ordering anything these days. I will pre-order Valkyrie and Jane Foster immediately to show support for those characters. They're always going to make Thors. They're always going to make Iron Man. They're always going to make Captain America. We can't say the same about these female characters and character people of color. So the second those go up, I will pre-order those to, in my small contribution, send a message to Hot Toys that they need to give more love to those characters.
Mm-hmm.
I would love to see the pre-orders for those figures eclipse Thor. Probably won't happen, but I will do my small part to try and make it happen.
Yeah, definitely.
Diorama base, I agree completely, especially for historically Thor figures are not the most posable. So instead of a boring hexagonal base, give us something that's got a little bit more visual flair to it to better sell this figure, given its limited articulation.
Yeah.
I will go most likely with the deluxe. I do like the option of having the swap out arms. Thor is one of the best figures in terms of seamless arms. The way they sculpt the musculature on that is next level. I do think that the head sculpt, look, if that's not the final one, we know they're always tinkering with the head sculpts, but if they know, like, look, this is not the final one, it bugs me a little bit that JC Hong has to go on his Instagram and say that after people start bitching. Like, say it in the promotional pictures, in the release, say, just put a thing, head sculpt not final, or, as a prototype, but say that instead of waiting until there's backlash and then coming out and saying it after the fact on social media, because it seems fake. It seems like you were going to go with this and then people complained, and so now you're retroactively going to say, okay, we're going to fix it, but that was not your original intent. It just feels less than truthful.
Yeah.
So I just think from a business standpoint, that's a bad practice. They've got to move away from that because they've done that with a number of figures. I like the gold. It's definitely drawing inspiration from Eric Masterson's vision of Thor, and I dig it. Maybe a little bit less in the torso. I think if it was more in like gauntlets, more in like the boots and the belt, and a little bit less in the torso, that would be ideal. But overall, I still like it. I'm not sold on the helmet. It's that particular style. I'm not really sold on it.
That's where I'm at. That helmet, I'm just
So, but the thing that's more annoying to me, it's like if the helmet's not for me, it's not for me. That's fine. But I think it's cool to include that kind of accessory. What I don't like is that nowhere in any of these promotional pictures do we just see the helmet without Photoshop or without the plastic like lightning effect stuck into the eyes. I want to see a close-up of the helmet just by itself, so I on his head, but so I can see what that's going to look like.
Yeah, because are they removable from the helmet?
No.
Those
Well,
lightning.
I would think they are, but I don't know. But that's also another thing. If somebody really loves the helmet and wants to buy it for the helmet, but doesn't like using the plastic lightning effects, and they get it, and then they find out, oh wait, those don't come out, they're built into the helmet, that sucks. And that could make the difference between somebody buying the standard or the deluxe, and they should have all the information about what they're getting in order to make an informed purchase decision. I think that's the consumer's right. And I feel like we're not getting that because I don't know how this helmet looks without those effects, if it's even possible. And they haven't told us. So that's my issue there. Overall, Thor, again, not a super articulated or articulatable figure, but I do like this look. If that was the final portrait, if that was the final head sculpt, I would be okay with it. like Shane said, I think it's about an 8. I think it's good. It's probably a little too stern for what I think the vibe of this film is going to be.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's a good release. The issue that people have been talking about a lot is the price point. And for me, I think we're adopting the mentality of, most people hitting the pause button on pre-orders, right? And Dopo, and just kind of waiting a little bit and seeing how, but we're not doing it fully because people are talking about now. One, it's what, like $315 and $345, I think,
305 and 340.
305 and 345. Right. The price, the Hong Kong price across multiple different resellers is drastically different. It's like $250 for the standard and $290 for the deluxe. Now, yes, shipping then plays a role. However, we're talking about a figure that's not going to be released for 18 to 24 months. We have no clue what shipping rates are going to be at that point. Okay. So people are saying, oh, it's going to be 80 or $100 to ship it first. It's not going to be 80 or $100. If it's a standard size Hot Toys box, you're probably looking at somewhere like 50 to 70 based on like current kind of prices that we're dealing with shipping right now. If you're coming from Hong Kong, unless you go non-DHL, non-FedEx, go like Speed Post or something like that, and then it's cheaper. But my point is, like, people are automatically declaring like, oh, it's definitely going to be cheaper to go to Sideshow or to, Collector's Zone or to Underground or whatever. We honestly don't know that yet because this figure isn't going to be out until, like you said, like 2024 probably. All right. So that's the thing. It's like, we have to also remember, like, when we're thinking about like, are you going to get this? Where are you going to get it? It's like, well, you don't need to decide where you're going to get it right now, but just keep that in mind that the Hong Kong prices are considerably lower. I mean, that deluxe, that's like a $55, $60 difference. So even if you end up paying $60 in shipping from Hong Kong, you're going to roughly equal. No, even if you pay $60 for shipping, you're not paying tax and you're not paying that $55 difference. So it's still, as of right now, going to be cheaper getting first batch from Hong Kong than waiting months and getting it from Sideshow.
Now that may not right now, they're saying that their shipping is $20.27. That which basically the taxes on it is $20.70. The shipping is $20.27. So
you're looking at about $40 and change between tax and shipping.
About $385, yeah. Right.
You're looking at about a $40 difference between tax and shipping. The difference between the base price is like $55, $60 between Sideshow and Hong Kong. So things are starting to come into perspective. Now it's like, yeah, you can wait, maybe save a little bit of money and get it later, or you pay what right now is not that much more and getting it first batch.
Yeah.
That could completely change in either direction.
Yeah.
In 18 months. So it's like, if we're going to talk about like not like rushing into pre-orders anymore and just kind of wait and see, then that's fine. But we have to keep in mind that we can't just judge based on current shipping rates and then those prices right now. But, $250 or $290 seems a lot more palatable right now than $305 or $345. So it's just we have to kind of keep those things in mind.
Yeah, I think, again, and I'm also looking at the simple fact that Thor figures itself, Bro Thor is still on, it's still available. It's still basically up on, for third party, even if you're getting it through Toys Wonderland or companies like that, even through Sideshow, it's still available.
And those companies remember that too, which means I wouldn't be surprised if more and more, like, it used to be no Hong Kong reseller was doing sales. Now they're all doing sales.
Yeah.
Right, to try and stay competitive with the U.S. retailers. So you can wait on this, and you can end up getting a pretty good deal on like a sale of like maybe 15% off or something like that. So again, it's entirely possible. It's just a matter of, if we're going to say wait and see, well, let's actually just wait and see.
Wait and see how it is. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how it works. Again, I'm not, I'm a Thor fan from the comics, but as far as the figure itself, I can actually wait and just see how it's going to play out in the end. Because right now I only have, just Thor from Ragnarok and Endgame. You know what I mean? And that's the one that I'm good with for right now. I didn't get the Bro Thor because of the articulation. I just, again, I love the pose, and just that lack of articulation for me, it wasn't something I needed. But this one looks like it's going to be a tad bit more articulated. So this one might be the one that I'm leaning for or leaning towards, especially with that split boot cut. So I like that. Loco, what how do you feel, bro? Is this going to be a piece that you're going to get, that you're going to have in your collection, man?
Man, I have no clue.
Yeah,
the reason why I say that, like Riley covered most of it. He pretty much covered all of it. You know what I mean? It's a nice look for me. A lot of us want to see it without the electricity effects in the eyes. Some of us don't like effects, so a lot of us do. Depending on how you display, right?
Yeah.
But there's no telling which other variations of Thor that's going to be here. So I'm going to wait until they start announcing more Thor figures, because I want the one with the fur in the back. That's my Thor. That's the Thor I remember seeing for the first time.
Jason Aaron, yeah.
And if they do a Ravager Thor too, that one might be the most. I mean, it's not going to look classic, but articulation, because it's just going to be kind of like a T-shirt and then like the pant. That one might actually be the most articulated of them all.
Yeah. I love that look. Like that look, I'd be interested in, because I love Thunderstrike from the books. So
and it would look really cool with the other Guardians.
Exactly. Now, when you see that look with the fur on the back of the mane, that's why I like to call it. It's a freaking mane with the cape. That is the look that I remember him fighting the Hulk in, and that's the first time I got introduced to Thor, and that was through the Incredible Hulk TV series. You know what I mean? So this right here is like, it's not a pass. It's more like a wait and see. You get a lot for what they're asking for with the deluxe set, and I think this is actually cheaper than Dead Strange, and Dead Strange don't really come with much in comparison, and he's a higher price tag. So I'm taking my options of what do I want versus what fits in my collection and what's the best for my price. Like, there's a lot of things to weigh down. Like this, in all respect, is a toy. Let's just say that it's a cool toy. You got all the light up features if you wanted, maybe some black light effects with the lightning. You got swappable arms, you got the different chest plate, you got the head sculpt and a bendy wire cape. This is a good toy in my opinion. The only thing that kills me though is because we have a seamless thing going on with arms and the pleather that's on those pants. Holy crap, Hot Toys, stop giving us the pleather. If you're gonna give us anything, that sheepskin leather, that very thin leather, or give us something akin to Hawkeye, that it looks like leather from afar, but it's like that canvas polyester look on the pants, and it looks like leather, but it's not. So that way we can pose the figure.
They could do something with the material from this suit that is insanely posable. Like if they did something with this stuff, I would love.
Yeah. Let me say that. You talking about
exactly.
Yeah, you can see like the material on this suit is next level. It's amazing. Like if they did something with this,
soon.
Very soon, bro. Yes, it is, brother. Very soon.
And that was a flex on me because I don't have him yet.
He'll be here. He might arrive finally. It gets here tomorrow.
Loco,
so I'm excited about
you got to get two.
Oh no, I am getting two. Remember we talked about it last week. We getting two. Getting two, baby. I may even get a third one just so I can have another look.
Yeah, definitely. Here's the thing, like even with the pants, bro, because I actually brought it. I wanted to kind of zoom in a little bit more. If you look, it looks like there is material between, like it's not pleather the whole way through, so that is going to help with articulation. So you're going to get
still
a bit
on Brandon.
more.
Brandon's still on full screen. He's really uncomfortable.
He's like, yeah. Why did I bring that in?
I was looking at his pants, like
that's funny. It's funny, but so I was looking at this store. That's funny. Thanks for. But I was looking at this store and look at the material. Like it looks like there's material in between, the pleather look. So that's going to actually help with articulation. So, even if you look at some of the poses, I think it might. I mean, here's the thing. It's going to help with, spreading the legs apart a bit, like giving like a little bit more space in between to pull off some of those looks that you're looking for. But I don't think it's going to be pleather. Now I do get what you're saying as far as the pleather look, over time. How long is it going to last? How long is it going to hold? You know what I mean? So again, I don't know if they're going to improve that, but I will say with the seamless arms on Thor, like Brendan said, some of the best that you'll ever see. That the actual seamless arms that I have on the Ragnarok Thor,
the paintwork, the skin texture, the musculature, I mean, obviously certain extreme pull you're gonna have some creasing and stuff, but there are a number of poses that I can think of that I don't need him to have a super bend in that arm. It would be cool if maybe they did a little less with like the lightning effects and stuff like that, and maybe give us like one or two sculpted arms that are like bent. So it's, like the Thanos one from Infinity War, something like that where, you have the option to have a cool pose and you don't have to worry about creasing in a seamless arm. That would be nice. But I mean, when you get it in hand, you look at it and you're like, wow, like the sculpt work on the arms is absolutely phenomenal. It's been that way since like the Age of Ultron Thor, which I have. Like, it's really good.
Yeah,
that's what I was afraid of.
The lightning effects are on the secret base display. So I think, thank you for that 1/6 shooter. Yeah. So I think that they're stuck on that. Oh, if that is, oh my God,
that's
bro.
A light up feature too.
Yeah, that's basically a disservice to the figure for. I mean, but here's the thing though. A lot of people may like it that way. And depending on how because here's the thing, like it depends on how we have to, or we view it from the film. Once we see it in the film, maybe there's a reason why they do it that way. Maybe that in the film, it's that way the entire time. You know what I mean? When he has that helmet on. But we definitely have to see, this might be God level. Who knows?
But my brother, it's not. We saw it in the trailer. When he sees Jane for the first time, he has his helmet on and he's not, sparkly and lightning effects. He looks at her and says, Jane.
He went full fucking. He went full fucking Scooby Doo on that one. But now I'm still hopeful that you can take them out of the eyes because obviously they detach from the rest of the body too.
Yeah.
So just because they're displayed on the helmet doesn't, because the rest of them can be taken off. It might be a thing where they just want to try and sell that feature. So that might be why it's displayed that way right now. Because if you're going to put the helmet on them, then they're probably going to put all the lightning effects if they're going to put it on the rest of the body too. So hopefully they do come off, but we're not going to know until it releases.
Look into the description on the actual item when they tell you what comes with what. To my knowledge, the helmeted one is a light up feature helmet, so the eyes are going to light up. So I don't think this is going to be a removable option for the lightning eyes. So that's going to I don't know. It's
how is that going to work? Is it going to be like is it going to be like a whole separate sculpt with like the head into the helmet?
It's two different head sculpts for the deluxe. You get the plain. You get a plain Jane head of
so it's not like a helmet that just goes over the top of your existing sculpt. Okay.
Nope. It's a separate head sculpt altogether, and that's why I think the price jump is the way it is between the deluxe and the regular release, because you are getting a separate head sculpt that may have the light up feature, from what I understand, and the arms and the obviously the.
Well, I'm looking at that's the case. While I like the option of having the gold on the arms, if that's the case, I'll probably say fuck it and get the standard.
It says one interchangeable helmet head sculpt with LED. Yeah. So
I'm not going to use that helmet then at that point. And so you're really going to pay like $50 more for the gold arms. I'll probably just save the money and go with the standard.
Yeah.
Or you can wait till people part it.
I like them, but I don't know if I like them worth an extra $50-$60.
You know, you're 100%. That's the same thing. Like we're on the same way of thinking there. Like, because it's like, what are the extra effects or the extra pieces? Are another chest plate, the helmet, and the golden arms. Yeah.
Not to mention you're selling the golden arms as a deluxe accessory add-on that you got for free with Infinity War Thor. They were like the gunmetal gray, but you still had the sculpted arms and the armored arms as part of just the base Infinity War release. So essentially you're now taking something that we already had and making that a deluxe and then adding a helmet and saying that this is now worth deluxe prices, and I just don't buy it.
This one is USB powered as well, I think. I don't think that it does light up, but there's no batteries.
Oh, really?
How's it going to be? How's it going to be powered though?
Luminescence, like I said, black lights.
I don't know if it's like. I don't know if it's like if there is actual light up parts and it's micro USB, or is it just like the reflective kind of stuff?
My guess would be the reflective or a battery in the head to light up the.
For the eyes, battery.
Yeah, because I don't.
That's what I'm saying. It's not I don't think there's any batteries in this one. Because I heard I was watching. I think it was Manahawk Collectibles, and Doc Smizzle was saying that apparently there's no there's no mention of batteries in the description.
You're right, because it does say 6 LED light up points with light up power operated. So it's power operated. It doesn't say.
I don't know how they would do that though, because it's a regular hexagonal base that those don't have. And
I'd imagine like the Mark 1. I'd imagine there's a little compartment or piece that you move and maybe plug it in like that. But
it wouldn't stay plugged in. It would be like you charge it and then it lasts a certain amount of time, like an internal battery.
Yeah, something like that. Probably lasts longer than the little batteries as it is. They can't do much worse, in fairness. But you know what? This Australia issue, the fact that they're no longer allowed to import certain types of batteries, the ones that are used to power these figures, this could be a blessing in disguise. Because this could be like, I know some companies have already offered to remove the batteries and then still ship them to Australia. But this could be like Hot Toys be like, all right, we put this off long enough. Now's the time. We're already doing it with a Mark 1 and a Thor.
A number of countries have pending legislation like that about importing goods that come with batteries like that in the packaging. So it's entirely possible that that kind of stuff is forcing Hot Toys to do what we've all been asking and what they should have done years ago, which is get rid of those stupid fucking, little My Little Pony fucking batteries that you gotta have little tweezers for that. Like,
I hate those things. Cam, how many of these stores are you getting, bro? You getting 2, Cam, or you getting 1? Come on, Cam.
Well, I'm gonna get 1, but I will say
1 and a Cad Bane
for each room.
Maybe. I don't know. So after you guys see this movie, you're gonna want this figure too. I'm just gonna say that. Okay.
You know something that we don't.
I don't know something in particularly, but I have a friend that does early reviews, so. I heard it was really, really good. Better than Doctor Strange. For 2 of you guys, I mean, that's not hard because you didn't like it.
But, I like the way you said it before.
Leo, better than Doctor Strange is what I've been told. Best.
Tell you what was better than Doctor Strange.
That's hard.
I went to see Top Gun last night, and it was amazing.
I know, but I heard it was one of the funniest Marvel movies you've seen, as well as
that doesn't sell it to Lael,
and a lot of cameos.
That doesn't sell it to Lael, and it makes me a little nervous just because I liked Ragnarok. I thought Hela was fucking great. I absolutely loved her in that role as Hela. I thought that was great, and there was tons of stuff that I loved about that movie, Valkyrie and stuff like that. But at the same time, it was very heavy into the comedy side, and they're going. It seems like doubling down on that in this movie.
Yeah.
And the Thor, the Gore the God Butcher storyline is not a funny one. It is a very dark, dramatic arc. And as much as I'm looking forward to this, and as much as we've heard great things about what Christian Bale does, and he looks amazing in the trailers and the marketing materials, I am concerned that the comedy is going to undercut the gravity of that storyline.
Right.
And so that does give me a little Lael more pause than me, but I'm still there with him.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just not, again, I mean, it took me 2 watches to really warm up to Ragnarok the way I have, because the first time I watched it, it took me out. The comedy was too much. I felt as though it was too over the top at certain points, and it wasn't the Thor that I knew from the books.
And it undercut certain emotional moments, like you know, Odin dying. Like I felt like that happened like that, and then we were just
and then we're moving on from it, and it got into, and now we're talking about the beats that we're looking at now. Like this is, again, you know, the Jane Foster that we're seeing is the Mighty Thor version. Right. We know that in her story, she had cancer. That's a very serious
deep story.
Right. It's a deep story. And I'm hoping that the comedy doesn't overshadow those points that we need to really see. Gore the God Butcher, even his story, he's an empathetic villain. Like you show empathy and you kind of agree with where he's going with it. Whereas, you know, his belief and his, you know, basically his people's belief in the gods, and that the gods failed him, and he watched his people die. Right. And this is why he, you know, in the purpose of his sole purpose is to rid the world of gods, because he feels as though they're not reliable.
And so in the books, Thor does a lot of soul searching because of that. He's like, am I as bad as he's saying all the gods are?
Exactly.
Did I fail humanity? Did I fail my people? Like, and there's a lot of introspection on Thor's part in that that book, and we've literally seen no drama in these trailers or these teases for this movie. It's all been comedy, and it's been funny, but there's been no drama at all.
Even the featurettes have been super funny, and they're just not even. I mean, it has been no drama in it as well. I'm hoping that in the story they don't, you know, try to Disneyfy the story of the Mighty Thor, you know, the whole Jane Foster part, and try to skip over the cancer aspect of it, because that is a very, I think, important part of her story as well, you know. And to kind of skip over that adaptation of it in the movie would kind of it'd be a disservice, I think, to the actual character. So
it would be, and that's what I'm saying. But here, and the thing is, because I think I watched Harlock's his review, and he said some of the same things that Christian Harlock. That's one of the things that scared me about it, because he was like, good film, yes. He said certain things about it. He said the only thing that took him out of it was the comic, and the comedy was, you know, kind of over the top at certain points, and it was just like, is it a little bit too much?
Right.
You know, don't get slapstick.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, that's the thing. Like look, and I'm not saying that Taika Waititi is not a great director, because he is. He's an amazing director, but just the certain tones, man. The thing is, they're going with what works, and they knew what Ragnarok would work was, you know, those comedy beats, and the simple fact that we got a totally different iteration of Thor. But I'm hoping that they evolve from that. Yes, you can still give us, like, you know, here and there, like quips, but to have it overly saturated to whereas people look at it and say it's a romp. Because even when I was watching Chris Hemsworth on I think he was on a Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon. Jimmy Fallon said something that I was like, oh, please. And Chris Hemsworth was like, you can kind of look at it like that. When he was like, yo, so this is like a rom-com. I was like, oh, please don't fucking say that. Like, don't.
Yeah, but he did.
That's what's going to fucking scare me, because I don't want it to be that way.
You're right. And that's the thing is, like, look, and this is coming from somebody who I like Ragnarok. I rewatch it. I enjoy that film. I'm not shitting on it. I think Taika Waititi is an immensely talented filmmaker.
Yeah.
All right. I really, really enjoy that movie. That being said, I would have liked, you remember, like, Thor finds out he's got a sister, that his father lied to him for thousands of years, that he had a sister who was in hell, and she's stronger than him, and she cuts out his fucking eye, and he's got to figure out how to deal with this whole situation. He's got to now, I've got to go kill a sister that I never even knew that I had. There's some emotional weight to that, and I feel like that was the part where we never really got any drama in Thor Ragnarok around that theme. There was never that big struggle, like, can I kill my own sister, or do I try and redeem her? He was like, oh, I gotta go kill my sister now.
Yeah.
Let's cowboy up. Let's go fucking do it. There was no drama to that. And that's what I'm afraid we're gonna miss with Gore. And you've got Christian Bale in this role. Looks phenomenal, but I am worried that there's not going to be any weight to the Gore side of this, that it's just going to be like gag after gag. And I hope I'm wrong. And I'm sure even if it is that, I'll laugh my ass off at a lot of it. Yeah. But will I be satisfied with the overall story? I'm hopeful, but I'm skeptical.
I'm hopeful. And then, like I said, CT603 says something very interesting. Like he said, think you need the comedy to offset the cancer story. I trust the creative team. We'll see. I'm hoping.
Right, but to offset, you have to have both. You have to have
the light and the dark. Yeah, you wipe it out, and it's like,
you can't.
Otherwise, you trivialize it.
Oversaturation.
It has to be something where they kind of meet and complement each other, where it's not too dark. But then again, like I said, I mean, what gives me confidence in Taika Waititi is that I've seen Jojo Rabbit, and I laughed with it. I cried, bro. That's all I'm going to say for people who haven't seen it is the shoe scene. That scene had me bawling like a motherfucker, bro, because I'm like, yo, if you're a son and you love your mother, that scene was heartbreaking to me. And wow, it was done so well. Taika Waititi did such a good job with that. So again, I mean, it's not to say that he can't give us that same, that weighted, emotional beat in this particular film. And I think but here's the thing. I think that what we're seeing, especially through the trailers, is they want to give us that portion of it. They want us to see that with the trailers first. But once you go see the movie, they're hiding a lot of the story that, we need to see, and that I think we'll understand. So I'm going to give it, because the thing is, like I told you, it took two watches for me to really warm up to Ragnarok, because the first time I saw it, if Vinny was here, he would tell you, I was like, I walked out the theater, I was like, I don't know if I really liked it, So I went back by myself and saw it, and I was like, okay, I get it. I get it. I can sort of work with it. I can understand, where they're going, but it's just that, I just don't want that. I think that with every film, especially with a director, there needs to be an evolution. Whereas, okay, you can work with the same, you can, give some of the same things that worked the first time, but give us something different. And like I said, everybody, I do now, mind you, what we're saying on this panel, it's still getting rave reviews right now. A lot of people are saying that this is one of the best iterations of Thor that you'll ever see. They're saying this is some people are even saying it's the best MCU film.
But definitely, how many of those people are as familiar with the source material?
Exactly.
Exactly. You know what?
Because that heavily influences what you feel about this film.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what? Like at the end of the day, like Disney, the mouse, it's a big company and they want to maximize profits. So essentially MCU are family films. So it's a lot easier to sell. Like I was at the cinema last night and I saw the trailer first on the big screen. I'd seen it before, but everyone was laughing. It's so much easier to sell a family day out with a comedy than the mention of the C word. Like, you know what I mean? So
it is.
Hopefully it's there and they offset it,
At the same time, we are getting an R-rated Deadpool. And you look at, there was, the Winter Soldier definitely had, a more serious tone. Yes, there was comedy in there, but there was also, Civil War and finding out that this character that we're, going through a redeeming arc with turns out he killed Tony's parents. There's way to do heavy stuff. But people also talk about like, the Disney era and like Disneyfying stories and stuff. But you got to remember that Disney gave us Rogue One, where literally every character dies at the end. And they weren't, and the original script wasn't going to do that too. Then they decided that they wanted to.
I hope they do it, and they probably will, but like to market it and get people in, they're going to focus on the comedy for the masses. And then when you're in, then they can touch on the more serious, darker parts, which I hope they do.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm hoping that they, because again, I have full confidence that they will. I just think that those are serious matters. With Jane Foster, we know that Mighty Thor version, it was weighted. Like that's really weighted. And for people who have lost, people dealing with this, and that's why I think that he's going to approach it in a way that it is very tasteful, but it is also, because again, I go back to Jojo Rabbit. That was excellent filmmaking to me. Like, if you haven't seen that movie, like, even talking about it, like, sometimes you can get emotional, like, when you think about it, because it was excellent, especially during that time, and how weighted that was. Like, literally, it had certain comedy beats in it. Like for instance, when we seen Endgame had a lot of comedic undertones, a lot of them, especially with Tony, especially with the Hulk in it. But once we got to the end, that tragedy kicked in, and it was like, oh shit! Like, I didn't expect it. Like, my chest caved in, bro. Like, especially one of my favorite characters, seeing Black Widow, I was like, get the fuck out, bro. I was like in the theater, I was like, oh hell no! Like, you cannot do that to me.
He was like, please kill Hawkeye, please kill Hawkeye.
Bro, I was like, come on, man. Like, how you gonna fucking kill? I was so, but at the same time,
and remember,
I was like,
Infinity War, they lost and half the Avengers died.
Yeah,
right?
bro.
So if this ends up being way more comedic than some of us would like, that is, and this is by no means shade on Taika Waititi, but that is the filmmaker's choice. It's not like Disney, changing things or making it like a Disney film, because we've seen them go dark. We saw them lose in Infinity War. That was like their Empire Strikes Back. We've seen them go dark. We've seen them do that, so they can. Rogue One, things like it's not that Disney-fying. They're not going to. They can. If they don't, in this case, it's because Taika Waititi made this particular movie. So we'll wait and see.
Well, definitely. And like I said, with Jane Foster, like I said, I mean, I loved, I think, dealing with the Jane Foster run of or that Mighty Thor run with Jane Foster was really emotional thing. It was emotional because, again, she couldn't come. I mean, if she staying Mighty Thor, every time she became Mighty Thor, it was dampening the, chemo, the chemo that she was going through at that point. You know what I mean? So it was killing her at a much faster rate. Whereas if she stays as Mighty Thor, she survives. And again, we don't know, because it's going to see, again, how they're going to introduce that in, if they use it, which I think they will, because it was a picture that I saw that I have saved in my phone that I saw from one of the. It was really quick from the trailer, but it was a snap look at her looking through like I don't know if it was like a vision or whatever, and you seen her with short hair in her eye. It was really quick.
She got jacked, so I bet you they do some CG skinnying.
Bring some Kleenex. I heard
like first Avenger, like they'll they'll make her.
It's gonna be great, man. It's gonna be great.
Are you talking about how they made her tall?
Yeah, they said that they basically made her look like she was almost 6 feet tall.
Oh, what they did, as like much as she got like jacked up for the role, like she when they have her walking next to Thor, they literally have a path built for her
to walk on.
It's a bit higher, so she's walking along, and that's
what Thompson said.
They've been doing it to Tom Cruise his whole life.
Yeah.
Can I just come in with the comic book thing though? Like, let's not forget that that Mighty Thor run had a lot of fun in it. It did. And whilst obviously, we know the toll that becoming Thor had on Jane. When she was actually Thor, she was quipping away and making fun of frost giants and things like that. So Jason Aaron, like, I think balances comedy and tragedy, and some of the best comedy comes from places of tragedy, I think. That's a good way to put it, man. There's an intrinsic link, I think, between the two. Not to get too deep, Jesus.
No, that was dope. I like the way you put that. I love
maybe they'll do a love triangle with Thor and Jane Foster and Sam Wilson.
Maybe. But Jason Aaron
and Wilson and Jane hooked up.
Jason Aaron has been at the premiere. He's been, promoting the hell out of this film on his Instagram and stuff. So, I do.
He's probably giving it his blessing.
I have faith and I have hope, and I'm excited.
Yeah. It's like I said again. I mean, not to take away from the film. Just for me, as much, and I think. But here's the thing, and I have to practice even what I preach when it comes to. When we think about Star Wars, we have to look at Marvel the same way. We have to learn to ease back, let go, and let the director and the writer tell the story that they need to tell, as long as it's not taking away too much. And I think Taika, like you said, he's the perfect person for it. Myself, again, all things subjective. The comedy for me is that when it gets too over the top, I check out.
I think I reiterated too much on the comedy. Can I withdraw that? No. So it's funny, but it's not all funny. Does that make sense?
No, you said it too late.
Okay, so I'm sorry. I was just listening to y'all.
We're gonna come out of this.
I was like,
disturbing, and we're gonna go
call me and be like, Cam, you lied to me.
Cam ruined the whole stream. Everybody go.
No, you think that's
funny?
I'm
super excited for it, bro. Because the thing is, I'm telling you this right now, without. If one particular character shows up in this fucking movie, I'm punching everybody in the face with happiness in that theater. I'm just gonna go down the aisle, smacking the shit out of everybody just because I'm happy. If they bring one figure or one character in this movie, because we all been waiting for him, and if they bring him in, I'm gonna lose my shit.
We've already seen a statue of him in.
I'm gonna lose my shit. I'm gonna lose my shit. I'm gonna fly all the way over there to Ireland, and I'm just gonna focus up, and just spin him around on my finger with happiness like that, bro. I'm just gonna spin him like
your alarm on. Put your alarm on. Thank you. Don't let anybody in. Don't answer the door.
On your finger? That doesn't sound like a pleasant experience.
Yeah, that sounds terrible.
Keep your finger away from me.
Like basketball, you know what I mean? Like the Harlem Globetrotters just be spinning around.
You gotta buy him dinner first before you do anything with that finger.
Nasty motherfucker. Yo. Yes, Thor.
Nasty. You're doing this.
2941 Beta Ray Bill. Yes, exactly, bro. If they bring
I want Angela in live action.
I know. If they give us
that would be cool.
That would be cool. Especially knowing the history of that character, where she came from. When that run, yeah.
I want something even more than that, though, because Lou put this seed in my head earlier. I want, and let's see how many people in the chat or on this panel are old enough to want this. I want a line of Marvel Hot Toys or third party somebody from the 70s TV movies. I want Lou Ferrigno. All right, Bill Bixby. Then I want, remember, they did for the trial of the Hulk, they had Daredevil, and they also had a Hulk. Not a Hulk, a Thor.
A Thor. They had a Thor.
Give me Thor, Hulk, Daredevil, and then from a Bill Bixby version of Banner. Give me that from the 70s, man. I would eat that shit up.
Yeah.
Well, it's a possibility, man. We were getting teased with that Spider-Man comic book that says Marvel's Silver Age with the 1960 to 1970. And I'm like, if that's a tease for what's happening on Summer Showcase or Comic-Con, whichever one comes first, I'm just going to say this. Bring on the 60s and 70s stuff. Bring on the Silver Age stuff. That's like the most common accurate.
If Hot Toys does that, if they actually go beyond just like the classic Iron Man that we just got and the stealth suit and the War Machine that they teased, if they branch out and starting to do more comic centric stuff and more of the classic stuff from the from that era, man, then it opens the door to a ton. It opens the door to maybe they do reissues of the Batman and Robin from the 66. Maybe they do Wonder Woman from the 70s with Linda Carter. Like there's a lot that they could do that'll fill those nostalgia, gaps, and they're not completely reliant on the timing and marketing of films too.
Yeah.
So they don't have to wait until this episode of this Disney Plus show drops before they can reveal this figure or this. You know what I mean? Like, So hopefully
we got 130. We had 130 people actually in there. 129 now. Hit that like button. Make sure that you have, if you haven't already, man. 16 Shooter, man. He said, I think Brady Ray Bill shows up in the post credit. But 16 Shooter, man. I like your logo. Your logo is dope as shit. I really do like that logo.
The thing is, Bill's there. We know Bill's there because we saw his, his face on that statue building thing, with Man Thing and stuff. So, yeah. Exciting.
Sorry, Mario.
We'll know in 2 weeks, guys. Just 2 weeks. Less than 2 weeks.
I've been thinking about like Zeus in this movie, right? Russell Crowe.
Oh my god.
So it's like, are we gonna get all these other iterations of the gods too, or
Hercules.
Yeah, because Hercules was in it. What, Ares? Ares was
you got Ares, God of War
too. So it's like,
Maverick Collector, I'm with you. Hell yes, TV hero, $6 million man all day. Steve Austin. I need that ASAP. I need that. I need that. I need Steve Austin. I need that. The Bionic Woman as well. Lindsay Wagner. I need that as well. Yes. Come on, give me those. Yes, I'm showing my age. I don't give a shit, but I love it.
No, I want David Hasselhoff, man. Give me Knight Rider and Kit. Okay.
Rumor has it that's coming. That's coming soon.
Yeah, that's supposed to be in the pipeline.
No, you know what? They'll bait and switch us and give us David Hasselhoff from Baywatch before they give us Knight Rider. I bet you.
16 Shooter, he said, or my channel. He said, check out his photos or his channel. I'll definitely do that, brother. I definitely will do that, man. Shout out to you for basically being here, man. I do love that. What'd you say?
And I want that Spider-Man from Japan.
With the guy, with the
Japanese show,
with the gauntlet. I want that.
And he came with the actual Megazord. The Megazord. Yeah, that was dope.
Across the Spider-Verse, it might happen, man.
If that does,
dude, I'm so excited for the figures we could get out of that show. Out of that movie. I'm so excited for that.
The spot's gonna
that Megazord is called Departed, and give me a toy of that too.
Hey, Cam.
Dude, if any of you guys are getting into comics,
yo,
that's worth some money right now.
What's up, Cam?
What's so serious?
Why you look so serious?
I was just like, I'm just Googling some shit. That's all.
Oh, you was about to Google. So Cam,
dude, you gotta wait until the stream's over before you start looking up.
No, man, no.
I want to see
that's
your
on the other computer.
I want to see your hands visible the entire stream. Okay.
Hey Cam. Hey Cam.
Googling some Star Wars stuff.
So Cam, check it out. Are you getting that Miles, bro? I never asked you. Did you? Are you getting Miles?
You don't have it yet.
You don't have it.
I don't have it.
Come on, brother.
No, what
you gotta get that
sleeping, bro?
Because I know one person would be extremely happy.
Yeah, there he is.
There you go.
Definitely. If y'all didn't look, everybody out in the chat, if you didn't watch last week's
points for that shirt. Points for that shirt.
Definitely points for. He was trying to impress Lou.
I love the shirt, man. That brings me back to my days in the Saturday mornings, baby.
Saturday morning cartoons, big ass bowl of Captain Crunch. I'm talking about the biggest bowl you can actually find, man. I used to fuck me some Captain Crunch up.
That's next. That's
stream. Weird, man. I used to just.
We're gonna talk about how much cereal we love.
Oh, Jesus.
Fruity Pebbles, baby.
You know what? Here's the thing. So this is what I'm gonna do.
We smell.
Next.
Come on, Cam, do it. Cam, do it.
Look at him in there.
Come on. I'm looking at you from behind him, giving you the eye. Like, fucking do it, dude. Come on.
All right.
Sorry,
I can't go buy him right now.
What smells like me smell, man? Oh my god!
Look at Leo's god. He's up.
Oh shit!
The
So
just pop up and they come out of my mouth, and I don't
smell.
Think, and I'm
Listen, so next week I want y'all to bring y'all favorite bowl of cereal, man. Not box of cereal. I want to see y'all. Oh shit! We got a $49.99 super chat. Here's to my favorite enablers. This community rocks. Oh, brother, thank you so much for that, man.
Appreciate it, man.
Thank you so much for that, Jonathan.
King, my guy.
Yeah, thank you.
Jonathan King, man. Thank you very much for that, bro. We appreciate you, bro. We love everybody out there equally, man, especially the way y'all, Brendan. Why is your face so close?
I was just
like, damn, man. Like, why your face got to be so? Oh, hold up.
Because I was just enabling Cam, so I had to
shut up right now. I want you to pull that damn statue because that motherfucker is
brother.
Fire.
Oh,
God damn that shit. That Miles statue is impeccable.
The Miles.
Bro, look at that, bro.
Yeah, the Miles, bro.
I'm trying to.
Oh my God,
man. Look at that piece.
I'm not a statue guy, man. I'm not a statue guy.
But that piece.
1/3 scale, baby. 1/3 scale.
That looks like how Shane looks in his pajamas when he goes. That looks.
Lock the doors.
Shane doesn't wear pajamas. He's naked.
Bro, this thing is like. Come on.
Yeah.
Look at this bad boy.
Yeah, that's incredible, bro.
Wow. This
the
thing,
texture in the eyes. So
that
good.
piece looks incredible,
dude.
man.
1/3 scale from PCS. This is I unboxed this on the on Collecting Weekly on the Collectors Club a couple months ago on the Fridays. That is the #1 in the edition.
Yo, that piece.
The first time I've ever gotten #1 of any edition of a statue. That's it right there. I got it from Marcos at Collector's Own.
That is definitely
nice.
fire.
That's what's up.
Those photos behind, those prints behind, they're signed, yeah.
Everything on this wall is signed by Alex Ross.
Holy shit!
Why do you keep putting a camera in front of your fucking face?
Fucking here.
He's trying to show you the beard.
Such a good camera. That's
I was about to ask, what camera is that, Brendan?
Right there.
The focus is really good, but what camera is it?
It's the A7S III from Sony.
Yeah, he paid like $8,000 for that.
Oh
no!
Fish did.
Like 36
talking about focus.
You told me you paid $8,000 for it.
Like 3600.
You told me $8,000.
So clean, But I love my battle damage.
What was it nice?
It's an SLR, yeah.
It's nice and clean, but I love my battle damage.
7K.
Listen, you keep playing with those electrical effects, Loco. You knock yourself right out.
Oh, I will. And once I got my setup set up, you're gonna be like this. Holy shit! This guy literally brought New York into his house.
Listen, this has been such a great show. Thanks everybody for basically being here today. We had a great discussion always, man. We have to do this. We literally have to do this more often because I love this panel, man. I just love everybody here, and it brings so much joy and entertainment. It's my best show. Like, it's literally like my favorite show out of every show that I do. I just love Collectors Lounge. So having you guys here and everybody out in the chat, having these discussions, man, it's incredible. We're still trying to push Cam to get that Miles. I don't know why he's a Marvel fan and not to have that Miles into the Spider-Verse.
When I get him in like a month or whatever it is, like when I get him, I will tip Cam over the edge.
You know what we're gonna do?
I will enable Cam.
Like, Lael, this is what should happen.
Oh, the Thor, you are so effing lucky, man. For real?
Oh, that's
please,
fucking
bro.
awesome, dude.
Oh my God,
you gotta get pictures and post those.
Oh yeah.
We got my daughter in the building, Skylar Moore, baby. Thank you for being there,
Lael,
We're glad to have you here.
This is what has to happen.
Yeah.
Okay. So we have to have like 9 people on the panel. All right. And it has to be, we're gonna fucking Brady Bunch this shit. Okay. It has to be take your position with all people who have Miles and Cam. And Cam has to be in the middle. He has to be in the center. The center. Right angle,
we'll do that. We'll do
just
that.
like I am right now. And we have a grid of 9, and he has to sit there and watch us all pose Miles until he breaks down and just buys
like that. I'd be like, that should look good.
Yeah, come on, Cam. You just need to do it, bro.
Cam, I'm telling you right now, it is the leader for Figure of the Year.
Yeah, I've heard. Yeah, I think several people said that, matter of fact, because everybody is like raving about it, honestly.
I've heard. And with the hype going into the next movie, I'm telling you, it will sell out.
Yeah, you will. Yeah. Because I know Loco's going to do the same thing that I'm doing. I'm doing the same thing. I'm taking, there's so many art walls that I actually have outside. It's a no-brainer. You watch what do. It's going to be crazy.
I sent Lael a picture of it too. So I'm just buying up like crazy amounts of like near mint and graded comics and stuff. But I got this Virgin variant cover of Miles to pose to display with my Hot Toys and this PCS 1/3 scale. But like this bad boy.
So is that in higher Lee?
Yeah. Yep.
Sheesh. Nice.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So I'm gonna have that as a 9.8 graded comic displayed with that statue and the Hot Toys of Miles. Sheesh. So like this, I'm telling you that Miles figure, you got to do it. You get
look at this. Look at this. Empire Strike says 1 6-figure focus. You are in so much trouble if you get Brendan Riley on Vision. I told you.
Listen, all we're gonna do is eat Lucky Charms.
Yeah,
and
motherfucker,
shot.
but you'll tune in to watch. You know it. So.
Yeah.
Oh fuck yeah!
Yeah,
Oh, fuck
I
yeah.
must. When we schedule it, I'm gonna give you like 5 figures that I'm probably not picking up. That I'm on the edge, because like I can't make it too easy or too hard for you. And
get your bank account ready.
if I'm enabled, I'm enabled. But I don't think you. I'm bulletproof, man. I'm not afraid of you.
Baby, tell them my daughter's telling y'all right
Famous
now.
last
Like,
words.
comment, and subscribe. You heard it from my baby girl already. If you are in here, you haven't already, hit that like button, subscribe. She's telling you to do it. Definitely you want to do that.
Lale, you gotta keep her up with Daredevil now that she's watched the show. You gotta get her.
She's already up on it. She's
books.
Yeah, she's definitely
telling
on
you,
it, bro.
Nice.
You got to do it.
She's definitely on it, bro. She, you know, that's my baby girl.
I can guide her on what she needs to do. Oh my god! Oh, they just keep coming. They just keep coming.
Anyway, man.
That.
Thank you guys for basically being here, man. Mr. Clean Shane, what do you have coming up on your channel? What can we expect to see next in the Clean?
Well, now that you asked, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to find a new crew, and I'm striking Loco off from Visions. So there's a spot we're not listening to Loco on Wednesday night. No, I'm only joking. What's coming up? So tomorrow night we have. First of all, thanks very much for having me and the panel and the chat for getting involved. It's the chat were just really active. It's super.
Hell yeah, loved it.
Episode 7's Vision is tomorrow with Brother Cousins. Then episode 8 is Wednesday night with Loco. And then episode 9 is next Saturday with Joao from Big Brother. They'll all be scheduled. I'm not going to go through all the time zones, but it's on my YouTube channel. So if you want to check out any of those live streams, those kind of interviews about the past, the present, and the futures of those collecting journeys, just go over to 16 Figure Focus and subscribe. They're on 743, and it'd be nice to round out the week at 750, which puts me like 75% of the way to my next target of 1,000. So it's getting there, and that's thank you to the people who've actually gone through the trouble and clicked that subscribe button and checked out the material and everything. So Visions live streams during the week. I'd really appreciate if I could get 7 people just to click that subscribe button to round it off with a nice even 750. And maybe start off, check out the video I did yesterday. It's just about basically how you store your art boxes. Bit divisive. I don't like shippers.
that's
I know where you put them in the trash.
Yeah, but it was a really interesting video. Like, if you haven't, make sure you do it, because he shows you how to purchase. As a matter of fact, I think me and Latoya, after I get off, we're gonna go to Lowe's today, because I want to look and see how much those bins. They can see if I can get a couple of those, because I think her watching it, she looked at it. Oh, this is Space Saver. Or she's thinking I can have part of my basement back. So again,
sorry,
sorry. So now it's definitely informative. It's a video that you want to watch. If you haven't already, head over to 16 Figure Focus. Check that video out. It's definitely a must watch. Very interesting. The only thing is, I would have to break down all my shippers and still keep them somewhere, because again, like especially if I'm shipping them out, I want to put it back in the shipper, just ship them out. I mean, that's just how it works for me. But
look, it's not going to work for everyone, but just the general idea is that you still have your art boxes protected. And they're stackable, and so everything in your art box is still protected, and you get to store them maybe somewhere else outside of your main collection room. So you use the collection room to display, or your display area if you don't have a full room. I understand if people are in like a small apartment, they don't have a basement, they don't have an attic or any extra room. Ooh. Yeah, it mightn't work for them or won't work for them, but maybe check it out. If it works for you, But anyway, thanks to everyone who has checked it out and subscribed, and again for whoever was being here. So we gotta get Brendan Riley on Visions as well.
I will be on vacation for a week starting Thursday, and then once I'm back, you're first on my list.
I'll put together my list of the challenges you have to try and enable me on any one of 5 figures. I think that'd be interesting.
Piece of cake.
So I'm just going to say,
loving the confidence.
If you haven't already, definitely, man, follow my man Mr. Clean, because it's okay.
It gets creepier every time you do that.
Make sure that
at least I sing when I do it.
Make sure that you actually do. Next up, Ben, what's going on with you, brother? Attention seeking geek, someone who got blessed last week. It was such a blessing. It was an amazing thing. Real quick though, before we go in really quick on that, I just got a subscription, or actually he followed me and I just followed him back. If you want to get a chance to see some excellent pictures, go over to 1/6 Shooter. Subscribe to 1/6 Shooter. He just the guy is incredible. Like literally his pictures are impeccable. So I love it. I love seeing when everybody actually it's incredible. His photos are on point, man. Like yeah, I like it definitely a lot. So make sure that you go over there, subscribe, and check him out, man. Got to get him on the show one of these days. I definitely want to get him on the show one of these days. But yeah, Attention Seeker Geek, man, what's going on with you, bro, Ben? What you got coming up, man?
No, I just realized you made me big screen. My bloody light has just fell off.
Oh, it did? Oh, off the detail.
Yeah, the
module case, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, thanks so much for having me. I'm going to move and block it with my ginormous body. Thank you for having me. It's been a joy as always. Obi-Wan Kenobi series finale, of course, meant that my review show had a series finale, and I dressed for the occasion, put it that way. I mean, look, if you want to see middle-aged, fat, bald guy attempt to dress up as the Grand Inquisitor and sweat off the costume throughout the duration of the show, then please head over to my channel.
It was class.
Thanks.
Shane's been future in marketing, my friend.
Shane's been on for the full series, and he's been amazing. So yeah, please do check out that playlist if you want to see some opinions on Obi-Wan Kenobi. I'm going to do a review of the Stranger Things season 4 when that drops. So that'll hopefully be out maybe by next Sunday, actually, because I think the last 2 episodes drop on Friday, so I'll try and get that together. And again, there may or may not be a cosplay if you're lucky. So yeah, that's pretty much me, and then I'll be back here next Sunday.
Can't wait.
And Miles will be coming. So behind the scenes, just so you know, the way it works, it takes a while, for things to come through, and then I will have to place the order. But as soon as I get it, which will be just over a month's time, month and a half, whatever it may be, I'll probably do a live kind of unboxing here on the show, and then I'll do a video and stuff like that.
Yeah, definitely. Just to let everybody know what the super chats. Super chats, they pay out at a certain point each month. So like you might get your super chats. It's like always a month in advance at certain points, but in this situation, like it pretty much every month. It's the 21st when you actually see the super chats come through. So on the 21st, that's when the super chat hits. It's sent over to Ben, and then definitely, he can get that Miles.
Not going to happen, shiny. I'm already madly in love. So
definitely, man, it's incredible. So
you can't beat that figure. You can't.
Nah, it's incredible,
not possible,
man.
It's not physically
it's definitely
possible.
Incredible. And again, like I just finished. As a matter of fact, I just finished the Umbrella Academy last night. I binged the entire season yesterday. It was incredible.
There's just so much going on at the moment, like with the boys and everything. It's just like some things had to take a back burner, and hopefully I'll catch up with that next week as well.
Yeah, definitely. If you haven't already, Attention Seeking Geek, make sure that you follow. As always, great content over there. Cam, what's going on, Cam? What you got going on over your channel, Killer Cam? I know there's some things that you just want to let the people know you got coming up, Cam. Not just talking about the simple fact that, we know you're going to be picking up Cad Bane when that's released. We know you're going to be thinking of picking up that Thor. Yeah. Well, what else you got going on over there, Cam? What can we expect to get from Killer Cam in this channel? Mind you, it's not Yu-Gi-Oh, but Cam, let everybody know what you think, Cam, because Cam, we just waiting for you to talk. Cam, I know I'm talking too much, Cam, but you tell me.
I've never heard my name so many times in one breath.
Definitely not spoken that way.
So yeah, man. I've got a review dropping tonight, and you finish editing that. My wife is currently about to go out of town in about 2 weeks, so she decided to, hook me up with 2 figures of my choice. So I'm trying to figure out which 2 I'm going to pick up. Pretty sure one of y'all are going to say Miles, and probably the other one will be Cad Bane. Pretty sure. So we'll see.
No, because Cad Bane doesn't come out for 18 months. It's 2
all
miles.
right. Well, there you go. Scratch that baby off. 2 miles. Damn.
Miles and
You get
Spider-Gwen.
two figures,
Miles
you get
and
2
Spider-Gwen.
miles.
Shit. We'll see. We'll see.
Miles and Spider-Gwen. No. Miles and Spider-Gwen.
Can I choose, please?
No.
No. Okay. All right.
Okay.
No.
So we'll move on, and then later this week, hopefully we get another release or some type of announcement this week, so I can do my 3rd episode of the new, which I go live and I just talk about the figure and how I like it, how I hate it. If it's Marvel, I'll probably love it. So we'll see how it goes. But yeah, I'm super excited, man. A lot of changes, a lot of things coming. Me and my wife are actually expecting our 3rd child in January.
Oh
Congrats.
shit!
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah,
Shit,
thank
bro.
you, man.
Congrats,
Yeah, man.
bro.
Thanks, man. Less figures and more diapers. Love it. Gotta love it,
Killer
baby.
can.
One,
Killer
congrats. 2, condolences, because you're going to be outnumbered now.
Yeah, I'm toast. I'm hoping this one.
He's
I have
already
2
outnumbered.
daughters, so hopefully
Can
this
have
is
more
a boy.
babies than figures.
Fingers crossed is a
No,
boy.
no,
right
see,
here.
yes, it's going to be a girl. You can't see.
It probably
that's
is.
That's why
That's
I
the
stopped
worst.
when I had
That's
2
like, well,
daughters, because I was
I
like,
know.
I can't. I love them, but I can't do a 3rd one. No.
Yeah, man.
No.
Wish
Daddy
me
joke.
good luck, man. Because I'm like, woo. I'm
Lots of luck,
already
lots of luck.
outnumbered, but we'll see. Yeah.
Just let us know when
Regardless,
you
I'm
need to start
excited.
selling figures. You know.
Okay, yeah, I'll let you know. I got you. Anybody looking for a Thor? It's like, no, just kidding. But yeah, man, that's it for me. Thank you guys. Who said I'm what? Who said
Thank you. Cam. Thank you, Cam. Thank you for being here as always. We can't
you,
wait
man.
to see you
Appreciate
next
it.
week.
Appreciate it, bro. Always, yeah, bro.
Always, definitely, man. Brendan Riley's in the building. We got follow Brendan, aka Butt Naked Assassin, Max Effort on Real Rally on Instagram. So tell them what you want to tell them. Go ahead.
Man, just comic book talk tomorrow night. So I'm looking forward to that, and I'm hoping I have another CGC 9.8 graded comic that should be hopefully arriving tomorrow before we do the stream. So I'll get to show everybody that one. Obviously, it's a Daredevil, but it is actually more valuable than the Death of Elektra one here, and that should be here tomorrow, and it does have direct ties to the MCU and the MCU moving forward. So I'm super excited to get that. So hopefully we'll be able to see what that is tomorrow.
Yeah, Carlos, you did get out super chatted, bro. Sorry.
You got to go double or nothing, man.
Sorry, Carlos. Your phone gets taken every now and then, brother. Sorry about that.
And I'm pretty sure it was
Cam
a Star
needs
Wars
a Miles
fan.
now too.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's about it. So it's just comic book talk tomorrow night.
Yeah.
And then just a couple more days until I'm on vacation for a week. So that'll be nice.
There you go.
And I'm going to go to so I'm visiting my best friend in Jersey. He lives near the Jersey Shore. So we're going to hit the beaches. He's got his great pool and deck and everything. But we're also going to drive about a half hour from his place. And we're going to go to Kevin Smith's Secret Stash, his comic book store in Red Bank, Jersey.
Yeah.
So I'm planning on, spending a little bit of money there too. I don't know on what, but something.
If you haven't already, follow my bro, Brendan Riley, aka Butt Naked Assassin. No, it's Butt Naked Assassin, Max Effort Collector. Real Rally on Instagram. Make sure that you have actually done that.
I am his life coach because you know what? He was saying no to quarter scale, and what happened?
Shut up. Loco Lou, thank you for basically being here, bro. You know how I did real quick. Loco, bro. What's going on with you, brother? Tell the people what they need to hear, bro. But besides the zaniness, what else do they need to hear, bro?
Well, you already know, man. You're always gonna catch me on Figure Flex Friday. Don't forget the hashtag Nate Mashup Madness.
Hell yeah.
You already know. I know we were going through some stuff with Instagram and stuff, but you always do the hashtag so that way we know what you're doing. But also hashtag Figure Flex Friday. Okay.
Yes,
You're still having that contest. Get your name in the wheel. Get those wins in. Black and whites. We want some black and whites in there. But let me see. Geeking out later on tonight. Monday on S Beams. Let me see. Tuesday is going to be Maz's channel. Wednesday is going to be Focus. We're going to focus on Visions. And then Thursday, I will finally have some free time. and I'll do a live Spider-Man, starting with the classic and working my way down to my first, and then I'll get around to Mysterio, because he just came in and he's my new, and he's dope. Cam,
yes,
when you ready to when you ready to get rid of your Mysterio, man, because you need some formula, some diapers, brother, you hit me up. I'll take that Mysterio off your hands. All right, I got you.
Cam, are you gonna get rid of your Mysterio? Is that something that you said you were gonna do, Cam? Is that something that you was
What did he just say? Who said anything about getting rid of him?
He's like,
Wait a minute.
Cam's like, you motherfuckers are divvying up my collection already.
They like, yeah, what he got? What he got in that collection? Hey man, look, formula going up. Do you need a? I'd be like, can I try to survive first before you
get rid of one of
gotta
those babies before you get rid of Mysterio.
Listen, you could go Huggies or you could go Pampers, and if you really want to save some time, man, go straight to Pens and you'll be all right. Okay.
I'm gonna go to Costco and get a big box. That's what I'm gonna do.
You just get a bunch of T-shirts and some safety pins.
There you go.
Pretty
there
much.
You go. Old school, yeah.
Old school. Wrap up. You just got to clean up
Old
after
school.
that, but you good.
A nice rag,
Old school, but you good after that.
Or you
good
just
after
cut like
that.
some leg holes in some like garbage bags, and then you just cinch it around their waist, man.
They might lose weight.
Ooh.
Be sweating.
Ooh.
You got to MacGyver that shit, man.
Yeah, you do. Sometimes you gotta.
Yeah, hell yeah, man. But Lou, thank you for coming through. Thank everybody for basically being here. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to the 16 Scale Man YouTube channel. We give you some great content, great, little shows. We do actually have the newly minted show, The Corner, where I talk about releases. We try to do it just like a quick half-hour show. I might have a few guests dump in every now and then. If there's something dropping tonight, I will do a corner review on that as well, as far as a drop or a reveal, who knows. But make sure you actually become a member of the 16 Scale Man YouTube channel. Thanks everybody out there in the chat. Thanks for the incredible donations. Everybody's been following and participating in on the chat, man. We love it. This is why we do the show. Again, it's my favorite show of the week, especially starting off on a week itself. So, man, thank you guys for being here. Again, we will see y'all next week, same time. Everybody out in the chat, we love y'all always, man. Be kind, be gracious. Normally, and we would have talked about the book above. I mean, we would talked about Obi-Wan, but I was like, nah, I'm not gonna do that because I just want to end it on a great note. That's not going to be discussed. So we will actually talk to y'all later. See y'all next week, man. Again, peace and love to everybody out there. Be kind to your neighbors. Be kind to everybody that you know. As always, can't wait to. We'll be back here next week. Let's see whatever is going to be released.
Let's see if he plays the wrong outro.
I'm not going to play the wrong outro. You son of a. Anyway, thank everybody for being here.
We don't talk about Bruno.
We are out. See y'all later.